head down for breakfast. How about this for a breakfast buffet? Here we go. On the road again.
You enjoyed?
Very much, yeah. Excellent.
Here you are, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bags in. And it's goodbye to Lagos. The reason all the cars are just filthy dirty with a sandy coloured dust from the Sahara Desert in North Africa, which, as the crow flies, is not too far, probably a few hundred kilometers from here. That's what it looks like before. Dirty, dirty.
Washing all that Sahara sand off. The wipers are trying to go. I think he's looking at me like, Rhonda, will you shut them off? I didn't turn them on.
Today we just left Lagos, which is on the southern coast of Portugal, called the Algarve. And Lagos is at the very west side of the Algarve. We are now driving to the far east side of the Algarve, so we're going to drive the main highway, this one, all the way along the south coast. We got some gas. This car doesn't run on regular, it runs on premium 95, which is at the moment €2.33 a litre, and we've decided to make a detour off of the freeway. We're going to try and find this farmer's market in a small town called Loulé. And here we are, just arriving in this town called Loulé. To find a parking spot, which is always a challenge in these little Portuguese towns. Hopefully there's a parking spot. Please be. Oh, give me one. That's a beautiful castle, Rhonda. But it's taken us 20 minutes driving around to find a parking spot. Parking spaces are full everywhere. We just found one. Somebody was just leaving here and we got a parking spot. Now remember where the car is. Novo Banco on that corner, Optica Mar on that corner, and the market is just down there with the red Eastern European looking domed roofs. Mercado, there it is. Municipal market. Wow, those are huge tomatoes. There's the cherries. Cherries are in season for sure. Fresh sardines.
That's a weird looking fish.
Very.
Red snapper. Yum.
Now look at the shrimp down here.
Look at the mini sardines.
Squid. Shrimp. Look at the conch shells.
Eat one of those.
Wow, they're like giant snails. Look at the size of those. There's my hand. They're huge. Beautiful shells as well to have once you've eaten it, to keep as an ornament. Sausage and cheese.
Oh, the bread.
And bread.
Goodness gracious, that looks gorgeous.
Beautiful bread. Yeah, you could, if we had an apartment nearby, we could stock up for a week from this market. Dehydrated fruit. Rhonda loves the bananas.
Oh, I do love the bananas.
Dehydrated bananas. €2.
Wanted some bananas for me. I love these.
And they got peri peri sauce as well. All the hot sauces.
Oh, maybe she has that paste. Hold on, let me ask. Would you like a taste?
Sure. That will be good, please. Because we have no idea what any of them taste like.
7? Beautiful. Abrigada. Oh, I love that.
Oh my.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh, here's another one to try. Thank you. And that's this one. Sweeter than the other one. I can see your video of me. Cheers.
White chilled port. And which one is this one? Sorry, that's that one right there.
Yeah.
Lots of outside bars to choose from. These street shades are really nice. A lot of the towns you can see these up over the walking streets. They really do keep the temperature down. What a beautiful sunny day. A blue sky above the wonderful architecture. That was a wonderful little market. It never gets tiring looking at the architecture around Portugal. So away from the market, we found this little backstreet little bar, and we've asked for our favourite Portuguese dish, bifana.
I see garlic over there. So they only had one bun left, so we will have a piece of each.
And mustard. Obrigado. But there's mine. Bifadas are just beautiful. Awesome. Those are pretty roundabouts in this town. Yeah, we're only coming into the town of Tavira. We're spending the night here. We're only 20 kilometers from the border with Spain here. If we carried on along the coast road, we would be
at the roundabout,
in Spain.
take the third exit.
So this is the town of Tavira coming into. We can probably see Spain if we look down the coast, down the ocean from what's there. Very quiet. It seems very quiet here.
That's very nice. That's what we were hoping for.
So here's our hotel for the night. This looks nice. Very modern. We're not used to modern things on this trip. But let's see how this is. So we're just checking in and we are offered a glass of wine, which is lovely. As a welcome drink. It's like being on a cruise ship here. Wow. Anyway, this is 304. This is us. Quite pretty. Nice shower, nice bathroom. Very modern. Super modern. Big bed, AC, nicely appointed TV. Not that we want TV. Look at the view. Wow, we can see all over Tavira. Looks like a nice place to sit and have a glass of wine. But we're not doing that because we got some exploring to do. That was the most comprehensive check-in at a hotel we've ever had. So much information. We even had to have a glass of wine. They offered us.
That was so hard.
While we were getting checked in, it was awesome. It's nice with a full-size minivan here. You know, that's a really cool thing. Any town in Portugal, or every town in Portugal we've been to, the roundabouts in the towns have got really nice art on them. It's a real-time fishing village, this place. So this fishing port is called Santa Luzia, and it's right next door to Tavira, where we're staying. And we're just looking at these boats. Look at some of these boats, like the one there. It's got a massive cage on there. That is huge. It's like a crab trap or a lobster trap times 50 in size. Like, and the boat over there, like, what do they catch in those? Maybe the octopus? It is huge. And beautiful little oceanfront buildings here. Little bar restaurants everywhere. Just a little snoop down the back streets of Santa Luzia. Very residential. They're really spoilt for choice with restaurants. But down here there's one that's got a ton of people at it. So that's our rule of thumb. Don't sit in the empty restaurant when you can sit in the restaurant with a lot of people, because it's got a lot of people for a reason. So we've had a little roadside cafe in the fishing village, and I don't know if you can see the guy behind me over my left shoulder this way. He's just having a drink, but he just pulled out of his pocket a salted fish and a knife, and he's just slicing up this salted fish and munching away at it. So these old gentlemen, they've just got a jug of red wine between them. One of the old guys pulled out of his pocket a packet of smoked ham, and they're sharing it. Smoked ham and red wine. The old boy here on the table, we got some dried fish. It's dried tuna, and he just offered me a piece. I asked him what it was, and he said dried fish, and he said, yeah, it goes with your beer, try a piece. And I just tried a piece, and it's delicious. It's called bushima. I'm going to order a big plate of it. Bushima, it is tuna jerky with a beer. Rhonda's got wine. Every local's table has got some of this on it, so we thought, when in Rome, let's do it. Looks good, eh?
Yeah, let's video you eating it.
I could eat plates and plates and plates of it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So does it actually taste like a canned tuna, same sort of flavor, or completely different? What about ahi tuna?
Salty, smoky, jerky, everything but salty, smoky, jerky. Delicious. Right up my street. We're sat in a beautiful fishing village in Portugal, overlooking the parked up fishing boats. Sat at a roadside cafe restaurant. The temperature is about 24 degrees, absolutely perfect, and eating dried fish that came from those fishing boats. Just how authentic is that? It doesn't get any better, eh? And drinking Portuguese beer, that's not Heineken, it's Sagres. Cheers. It's like, oh, there's a plate of peanuts. No, you gotta taste them to believe. These are still hot. They've been fresh roasted, tossed in salt, and taste just amazing. And this is the tuna. It starts off like that. Its life is a smoked cube of tuna, and dehydrated, and then he takes it in the back and slices it up and gives you that little plateful. Well, there's the second helping. Here's another little snack, just arrived. These are fresh off the boat, these babies. There's my tuna.
He's gonna show you how to eat it. You gotta peel it.
Oh, peel it?
Peel the skin off.
Yeah.
Oh, Glen, and then he's almost like he's like still peeling more apart.
Good.
Good?
This is really salty. You thought the shrimps were salty? Wow.
Really good?
Yeah.
Is it like a cod or tuna or...
Cod.
Like a codfish.
Codfish.
Oh, it is...
No codfish, but it's like a codfish.
It's
White,
like a
yeah.
white cod, like a white fish.
No, white fish.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Wow, you get them peeled, fresh, tasty shrimp. Like all the fish, so good. And this is just snacks with our beer. We're not even gone for the dinner.
Glen is loving them. I did eat one though, and I did end up having a bite of the tuna. No idea what that car is, but it's super cool. Oh, first that car stop there. There we go. That is super cool. Dried fish.
So dry fish. The guys just had more dry fish delivered. And that's the dried fish I was eating earlier. So we stopped at that local restaurant. We had 3 beers, 3 glasses of wine, 2 plates of tuna, and a plate of fresh prawns, right?
Yes.
And the bill came to 17 euros, 17 euros.
Crazy.
Like $22 Canadian, like just ridiculously cheap.
Crazy. And the hospitality was amazing. The locals, oh my gosh, they warmed our heart again.
So we asked our taxi driver for a restaurant recommend. Oh, look at that Citroen 2CV. That is awesome. I love this car. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, we asked the taxi driver for a recommendation. He said, well, number 1, you have to eat octopus. So now we're eating dinner in Santa Luzia in this lovely restaurant. Bottle of local wine, olives, and Portuguese carrots.
And
Pate. And a bread basket. Just going to try a Portuguese carrot. Cold. It's like pickled almost, but what you can taste is olive oil, garlic, and cilantro. Wow. Sardine pate. Get it on the fresh bread.
And in the gob.
Rhonda doesn't like this.
No, Rhonda does not eat that.
I love it. Sea bream. And Rhonda's got salmon. Does it look good, Rhonda?
I am literally gleeking.
That sea bream. Gonna pick to the bone. This is delicious. Fresh fish. Yum.
My salmon's really, really good. I've just had the fatty end bit, so I'm just going to go into the meat now, which I'm looking forward to because that's really fatty, but it's delicious.
And here's our taxi awaiting the Mercedes minibus. How beautiful. Goodbye fishing port. The middle of Old Town Tavira at night. Isn't this beautiful? Oh my goodness. What a gorgeous setting. This is the town square in the middle. Lots of cafes, restaurants. What a beautiful pond in the middle of the public square. So the memorial here, and I call it a memorial because I've just read the plaques. It is a war memorial. It's commemorating 1914, 1918, obviously the First World War. And over there, that's called the Roman Bridge. Maybe it's the Roman Bridge because the Romans built it. I don't know. We haven't been on it yet, but the taxi driver told us, yeah, that's the Roman Bridge. This is the river running through the middle of Tavira, Old Town. And there's a modern bridge, footbridge. This is the Old Town on this bank, on the east bank, and on the west bank is the newer area, the new town.
There's our hotel way up there.
So typical for Portugal, you know, these public areas. Here's a little public green space, a park in the middle of Tavira. It's got benches, picnic tables. 10 o'clock at night, people are using it. They're not abusing it, they're using it for leisure, to sit down and meet friends. It's so refreshing to see, you know. One of the oddities we've noticed in Portugal is the ice cream shops. The one in the town we just left, it opened at 7:30 at night. And this one here in Tavira, it's 10 o'clock at night, and we're seeing loads of people walking around with ice cream. The night doesn't really start until 10 p.m, which is when people come out to eat and drink and socialize. If you've got a boat, you could tie up your boat at the river down there and come up for a beer. Camara Municipal. It's the town's waterworks. And in here is the pumps that pump the water around the town. Looks like a little museum almost. So, how is that for finishing a wonderful day out, a wonderful day in Tavira, at the fishing port, eating fish. We're back in Tavira. We sat having a bottle of wine by the bridge with my sweetheart. Isn't that just so idyllic? This is the Roman Bridge of Tavira. Just a beautiful town at night. Well, it's beautiful during the day, but at night it's lit up. It's spectacular. I feel like I'm in Venice. I feel like I'm in Italy for some reason. I love Tavira. Tavira's, it's quiet, it's cosmopolitan, it's... A lot of the other towns down the coast here are so full of partiesville. They're full of Europeans, nothing wrong with Europeans partying, but they're full of young Europeans partying. Tavira is way more cosmopolitan, way more quieter. You know, I mean, it's what, midnight here and people are still out drinking, but not wild. It's a nice, calm, wonderful atmosphere here. Yeah, I love Tavira. And now we're going to walk this way and up into the darkness and see if our hotel's up here. And there's the hotel, we made it. Yay!